A'udhu billahi min shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. I seek refuge in Allah from the shaitan and all his followers. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. We begin in the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. All praise are due to Allah, Lord of all the worlds. Today we're going to talk about jinns and the jinn creation. We touched upon it and we talked a little bit in the creation. Now the jinns, as we said, Quran, Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created them after the angels, and He created them from smokeless fire. Now the jinn sizes, there's many different sizes in the creation. What we're going to talk about is that their sizes, they're small, very small like this, and there's huge jinns. Iblis himself was a huge jinn. He was among the angels, so they're huge sizes, small sizes, and they are in the jinns, which is unlike the angels. The angels are neither male or female, but the jinns are male and they're female. Same as mankind, we have male and we have female. So their creation is male and female in the jinns. They also have children. They get married and they have children and they have lives, just like human beings. Now the jinns' lifespan is longer than the human lifespan. Our lifespan is shorter than the jinns. To give you an idea, one of the grandson of Iblis met all the Rasuls, all the messengers, up to the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ before converting and becoming a Muslim. So the lifespan just gives you an idea how huge they are. The jinns have the ability to transport from one corner of the earth to another corner within a seconds. They have devices, teleport things, which when we talk about energy and vortexes in another speech, we're going to talk about those type of things of their transportation devices. But the jinns have devices and technologies. For remember, they are an older being than us. Now, when some people discover caves and they see drawings of aliens that's been among the humans for a long time ago. Well, it is true because of our knowledge of creations that the jinns was created and lived on the earth and the main lands 2,000 years before man was even on this earth. So they lived here before Allah sent the army of angels to cast them into the islands. So the thing is, they were here, and people that see aliens, as they want to call it, or lizard type creatures, which is the green jinns, and the blue jinns, which affected and also worked with the Hindu people in India, because most of their Hindu statues are blue. And when you see these shows that talks about genies, they make them blue color, is actually blue jinns. Now blue jinns were interactive with humans and they were working with them. Some were good and some were bad at that time. Now the Quran says, do not associate with the jinns, because in their nature they were created mischief. Man was created in his nature to be good. The jinns were created in their nature to be mischief and make. That's why when you see people talk about the jinns, they talk about, or even genies I should say, the genies try to do something and it always messes up because of the nature. Some hadith says that some of the jinns are, their level is like a 10-year-old child. Some are not. Now we know from especially studying the jinns, a lot of jinns have heard the Quran from the Prophet ﷺ and actually became Muslims. So they are Muslim jinns, and then the majority of them are not. They're disbelievers. Now we have to understand something. When we were created, we are assigned, when we talk about the nafs and the ruh, another subject, the body and the soul, we were assigned 2 angels to write down our deeds, our good deed in the book and our bad deed. So they keep a log, for Allah says everything is calculated, everything is computed, and this book on the Day of Judgment will appear from us, showing every single detail, nothing missed. Every single thing, small or great, we have done will be in this book recorded by these angels. And we were always given a jinn. So this jinn is with us since birth. and they will stay with us until we die. Now, this is interesting that I say this because when people see in Islam, we don't deal with fortune tellers. We don't deal with the people of magic. These are things of the jinns. Now, what is interesting is that when somebody goes, and this is the game, the mind game that the jinns play, they go to a fortune teller and they say, oh, you know, when you were small, this happened, or this happened, you fell off a bicycle at 5 years old, or 6 years old, or whatever. They tell you events, and you say, wow, this is amazing. This fortune teller knows everything about me. But the fact is, as I said earlier, you were given a jinn. And that jinn's there since birth. He or she jinn that's with you knows everything about you. And he talks because they're in a different dimension. They talk to their other counterpart for the fortune teller's jinn and their language, and they communicate and tell them everything about you. And then that other jinn for the fortune teller tells, the jinn tells the fortune teller, and then they come back and tell you stuff that your own jinn tells them about. So it amazes you for them to actually tell you lies. The hadith talks about the jinns, when they tell you something, they tell you some truth, and they mix 1,000 lies with it. That's why we don't listen to the things of the fortune tellers and the jinns. So the jinns will influence their human counterpart. There's many people that worship the jinns, many people through history and through different religions and through different cults and sects that worship the jinns. There's many people, like there's another subject with the Freemasons and the Illuminatis, which we're not going into